Working a 9 to 5 job basically means you've got a day job working for an average of 8 hours a day. It's a good fit for lots of people because, let's face it, we're all trying to make money to cover our expenses. Plus, having a regular day job often provides a work-life balance. But here's the thing. If you're dreaming of becoming wealthy, sticking to a 9 to 5 job might not be the way to get there. I know it might sound crazy to walk away from a stable income, but I've got some solid reasons why relying on a regular job might not make you rich. Number 1. Your job will not make you real money. Most people with a 9 to 5 job do live pretty comfortably. They bring home a nice paycheck, own a spacious house, take vacations once a year, and drive decent cars. They've achieved this by putting in their 8 hours a day for who knows how long. But when you compare it to someone who's really wealthy, it's just not the same. Living comfortably doesn't necessarily make you rich. Just being able to pay your bills or being debt-free doesn't automatically mean you've hit it big. You might be enjoying a good life, but that doesn't necessarily translate to wealth. Even if you get a salary bump, a regular job probably won't make you rich. You see, your hard work only goes so far when your income has a limit. If you're aiming to build up some serious wealth, you've got to combine hard work with smart financial habits like financial planning, budgeting, leveraging debt, saving, investing, and living below your means. The thing is, it's tough to juggle all these things when your schedule is planned out for you all year long. Some manage to hack it, but those are very rare cases. Number 2. You become too comfortable to take risks. So you've got a job that covers your bills, lets you save some money, and even allows for a vacation or two. It sounds pretty good, right? It's easy to see how you might get comfortable in a situation like this and feel like you're making progress. Sure, you're earning a living and maybe even enjoying some perks like an annual vacation. But if you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, you might find yourself stuck in the same routine for years without much growth. You could become so focused on your perfect job that you don't even notice how much time is passing you by. When something unexpected happens, like a pandemic, it's great to have some savings to fall back on. But was that the original goal for your savings account? Chances are, you were hoping to build a better future for yourself. If you don't take a moment to reflect on how comfortable you are in your 9 to 5 job, you might not realize that you could be doing so much more. Every time you consider starting a business, you might tell yourself that your monthly salary is enough, or that you won't have the time to devote to a new venture. The truth is, you might just be too comfortable in your current situation. And the sooner you recognize this, it could be a game changer for you. Number 3. You're building someone else's assets. It can be discouraging to see people working 40 hours a week and earning a salary that barely covers their monthly expenses, while their bosses are millionaires, cruising around town in fancy cars with chauffeurs. Why put in all those hours of hard work for someone else when you could focus on yourself instead? You know the saying, no pain, no gain, but it's important to remember that it's about investing in yourself, not just working as an employee and expecting to become as wealthy as your boss. The reality is that by working a regular job, you're often helping your boss get richer while you're just getting by. Imagine if you dedicated those 40 hours a week to working on your own goals and dreams. You might eventually build a business or achieve success just like your boss did. They likely started out working on their own, building their business until it became bigger and more profitable, and that's when you joined the team. If you believe that working a regular job will make you rich, no matter how good the paycheck, you might be fooling yourself. The truth is, you'll probably never surpass your employer unless you start focusing on your own growth and ambitions. Number 4. Time is more valuable than money. An American entrepreneur and motivational speaker once said, "Time is more valuable than money." So forget the saying time is money and consider this perspective. When you use your time wisely, you can earn money, but you can't use money to buy more time. It's an interesting thought, especially when you consider how a 9 to 5 job often operates. In a typical 9 to 5 job, you work 8 hours a day, sometimes handling more work than the previous day, yet your paycheck remains the same at the end of the month. It can be discouraging when you think about it. Now, imagine if you had your own business that attracted regular customers. With good products, your customer base would likely grow, and you'd be able to see the value of your work every day, unlike in a regular job. Working for someone else isn't always a bad thing, but sometimes you might finish your tasks early and have nothing else to do but wait until the workday is over. That wasted time could be much more valuable if you were working for yourself, without any limitations. So, if you believe that time is money, think about all the money you could be wasting while waiting for the hours to pass in a 9-to-5 job. It's possible you could have been much wealthier by now if you had chosen to work for yourself instead. Number 5. You grow too focused on saving for a rainy day. A lot of people talk about how much they'll save each month when they start a new job. Saving is important for rainy days, but many people don't think about how to make their savings grow. When you're working a regular job, it's easy to focus on the amount you're saving each month. However, it's crucial to remember that if you want to become truly wealthy, you need to put your savings to work for you. Instead of just accumulating savings, consider investing that money in a business, the stock market, or starting a side hustle. By doing this, you're giving your savings the potential to grow and generate more income. This way, you won't have to worry about depleting your savings when unexpected expenses arise, such as medical bills and house repairs. The key is to think beyond just saving and explore ways to make your money work for you in the long run. Number 6. Value your health. You see, it's really important to think about the impact a 9-to-5 job can have on your health. Imagine waking up early every day, rushing to work, and stressing about being late. Then, you might end up skipping lunch breaks just to catch up on work, spending hours staring at a computer screen, and staying up late to finish assignments. This kind of routine can quickly take a toll on your well-being. As you experience more stress and fatigue, your effectiveness at work may suffer, and your overall health could decline. It's important to remember that your personal health is your wealth. So, if you're constantly relying on painkillers to manage symptoms from working too hard, it's worth asking whether the money is worth the damage to your health. Ultimately, finding a balance between work and self-care is essential. While it's great to be dedicated to your job, don't let it come at the expense of your well-being. Strive to prioritize your health and find ways to manage stress, so you can enjoy a more fulfilling life and a better chance of achieving your financial goals. Number 7. It will take forever to become rich. It's interesting how many successful business owners spent years growing their businesses to where they are now. Most of them started off on their own and didn't have anyone dictating their schedule or giving them piles of paperwork with deadlines. Although they had their fair share of challenges and headaches, they put in the effort and had the patience to grow their wealth over time. Now, if you compare that to having a regular job, becoming rich might take even longer. You'd be relying on your monthly salary for your growth plans instead of working on yourself. And let's be honest, you won't get a bonus for working an extra 2 hours at a regular job. But with a business, that extra time could mean more customers and more earnings. The thing about a regular job is that you budget your paycheck even before it arrives. You use it, save a bit, and then it's back to work. I have to tell you, you won't get rich with this routine anytime soon. Sitting in your office, smiling at your savings account, you're just wasting precious time that could have been used to invest in something that would make you more money. Now, don't get me wrong, having a regular job is okay as long as the money keeps coming in. But if you have a deep desire for wealth, how long are you going to look at those millionaires out there and wish you were like them? If you really think about it, they worked hard, made tough decisions, and faced financial crises, but they were smart about it. While working a 9-to-5 job, you could start a side hustle to earn some extra cash each month. Instead of using all your money on bills and savings, invest in something profitable by seizing opportunities and taking risks. Trust me, you'll have a better shot at being rich than just relying on that single paycheck. Thank you so much for watching and staying with me till the end.